it out of this open portion. Only 2 teams will make it into the closed. And of those 2 teams, they're then gonna come against 2 more teams, and there'll only be 1 spot on the line. So it's gonna be tough to make it through to the Dreamhack Masters Spring. As it should be. That's a prestigious event, you know? That's a big deal. But we'll see what they can do. He's gonna be coming the swing twice, gets a kill with the dualies before he does get overwhelmed. Zhao, kill elsewhere, exchange outside, Bigu down. So now we've got a 3-on-4 retake. As this is okay, player getting chased out. Cobra has to back way off hard. Zhao goes chasing. Cobra actually gets the better of him. Now this is interesting. It's down to 1. Team getting lured into a trap, chasing these players down, and they will lose the pistol round. Defuse. And 4 players surviving for Recon 5, John.
Yeah, I mean, great first round for Recon 5. Much better start than they had against Levitate. And just a reminder for you guys who might not know who Pain is, they're a Brazilian squad playing in advance right now, but they are demolishing their competition. 12-0 on the season. And as mentioned, against premier teams on Nuke, they're 5-2. So just because they're advanced, it doesn't mean anything. They're playing at a premier level, and they're beating premier teams. So they're probably going to end up there next season. And it's just basically a preview right now against Recon 5 of what we'll probably see a lot more as things progress throughout 2021.
Pause comes in immediately. A little bit concerned that this might be semi-technical in nature, based on the fact that we don't often see a second round pause. It's pretty unusual, but it's been canceled, so whatever it is, I guess it was just a discussion that they wanted to make of how they were investing into it. We are going to have, let's see, 3 rifles up for Pain, heavily invested in. 1 player forgoing the armor to set up teammate. That's going to be Zhao. Safi as well with the Deagle, no armor. So they dropped over the guns. This is a pretty good buy, though. Mind this. Minus 1 bit. Let's see if Recon 5 can hang on. We did see quite a few eco rounds go against them in the previous game.
Yeah, and Pain Gaming do have a decent buy up here with 2 AKs and the Galil. It's just hard Zhao and Safi stuck on the Deagles. Pain Gaming so far throughout this qualifier has just been completely dominant. Mike playing Dust 2 across the board. 16-1 win against the 16-3 against Aqualix and 16-1 against Title. They've only lost 5 rounds so far in this quali.
Swing, little hop, skip, not much showing here early on. And Pain, they're not going to press it. They actually did find all the space in towards ramp if they wanted it, but instead they're going to come back in towards lobby. Seems like they want to take some control. PKL poking his nose out here. Player up in Mustang, that's going to be Austin. They're not moving just yet. What time is it now? 40 seconds on the clock. This is getting very concerning. Seems like the burst is going to come in towards lower. We do have 2 SMGs here positioned. Just 2 MP9s. But they are in the hands of Twice and Infinite. Twice goes for a peek. Twice gets deleted. Now what can Infinite do? Just from the control window. Wants to try to get back through. There's the spray bot. Neck is. Snappy shot. Bomb goes down. They ran the clock down low, but it is working out. Paying in dividends. Kill for Cobra. That will set them up for the retake as opposed to just immediately enforcing the save. What kind of positions are they in? Damage done on Jazz Pins. Cobra working his way through. Utility coming into his face. Very difficult to keep. Huge shot for Austin. He might get the second as well. The flashbang was perfect from Infinite to set him up. But now here comes the clean. PKL hanging on. Trying. The pressure is there. Jaspin finds the first. Knows where the second is. Tucked into the rat hole. But they're running out of time to get this.
Cobra has to defuse.
Biggie just wants to stay alive. And yeah, I don't think they have time. Not at all. It's not going to happen. He's going to go up in smoke, whether with the bomb or with the gun. Finds himself floating face up. And that is going to be the force by win for Pain. He was actually face down, John. He's face down. This is the important detail you folks need in this cast.
Yes, of course. As Cobra, he just missed his shot. If he hits that, then Recon 5 wins the round. They just ran out of time at the end of it, and Cobra was the only one with the defuse kit. He also had the most health, though, so he had to leave the low health player going for the engagement. He loses it, and at that point, Cobra had to try and stick to defusal just to win the round, and it was not in the cards. Good force buy by Pain Gaming.
I do see a lot of discussion going on in the chat, both in this game and the previous game about Infinite. Just to give people some more context, yes, Infinite was very recently signed to NRG Valorant. He has been replaced on that roster by Android. I don't know whether he's still signed to the org. Actually, he probably is, but he is, at least for the time being, filling in for Recon 5. As they lost, it was Cynic was on this roster, right?
Cynic, yeah.
Yeah, Cynic went on over to Triumph. So he's helping out some friends. Back to yes, at least for the temporary. We'll see if that's a continued thing or not. So I think it's 2 kills outside. Nicely done. And now it seems like they're wrapping the tendrils all over the lower bomb site. And actually having worked PKL in towards Vent, they've got a lot of options here. Whether they want to go up, whether they want to go down. Got choices.
Yeah, Twice actually just put out a tweet saying they're looking for one, so I don't believe Infinite is going to be the permanent replacement. But I say that, and it's not like this is the first time that a team says they're looking for one when they have a temporary guy, and the temporary guy becomes their permanent replacement. So.
Or they cut someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's NACS.
Fun.
It's just how it works. PKL takes one. There's a player right outside the match. He's going to get caught. No, PKL gets the kill regardless. And once again, Pain show they're very comfortable playing low on that clock. Recon 5 unable to punish. Twice is going to get shot in the back. I was going to say he's got a set of armor. He's got a deagle. It is worth saving through, but that's not going to happen. They're going to get nothing through. And Pain Gaming, they're going to take 2.
So again, Recon 5, I mean, maybe I cast a curse them by saying they got off to a better start here, because they didn't. The T's, once more, are going to take the edge against them on their season side, and they can't buy up anything, so more than likely going to be 3-1. You see Cobra with the Zeus trying to be cheeky. I don't know where he's going to end up. Maybe Hut, but I don't think he'll even get a chance to use it. Almost does, but Hard Zhao with the MAC-10 takes him down. They're trying to overload Pain with the USPS. It works against Hard Zhao, but PKL and Nekas overload them with the AKs, leaving only Twice standing. He's spotted out, trying desperately with the unsilenced USPS, and they just naded him to hell and back. Pain Gaming get a 3rd.
You know what is funny? I know players like to meme with the unsilenced USP sometimes. It's actually worse.
It is.
It's worse.
Much worse.
Which is just funny.
There's literally, I think there was an analysis done, maybe it was by a developer or something like that, but yeah, I think it literally has no advantages at all. You keep it silenced because unsilencing is just nothing. It gives you absolutely no
I think it
benefit.
actually makes it, doesn't it make it less accurate?
It does, yes, it makes it less accurate. Exactly that. That's what I mean.
So, remember folks, always use a silencer.
Indeed. As Twice.
There's another metaphor I want to use here, but
yeah,
I'm in trouble for it. So I'm not going to.
That's why I'm laughing.
You know who might get in trouble is Twice. Oh, the utility comes out. The timing is brutal. Bigu comes in right as the smoke goes out and puts a bullet right between his eyes. Now 2 players already down. This might just be the round for Recon 5. Already about wrapped. Lower control has been taken. Infinite's going to grab the fight. I don't even know that that's a good decision. And Bigu deletes him. Bigu Zera having a great round. Also will find one, but he's lost Jazz Pimp. It's all on to Austin now. They know where he's at. The bomb's planted towards lower. There's really nothing you can do about this except try and somehow find a way off site to survive.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He picks up the op, so he's
That's
going to
nice.
try and save this into T-spawn. Yeah, that's very nice find.
It's a nice op too, as we've discussed.
Yes, the op paw coming back.
It's got good stickers on it too. He's got the Kenny sticker. You saw Kenny's off the G2, right?
I did see that, yes. That was very surprising, by the way.
He's not had great recent form, so I understand it. But even watching that
Still.
team in Katowice, we saw the flashes, we saw the moments when he picked up the AWP that, like, that prime Kenny was just lurking below the surface. So, I'm very curious to see where he ends up.
I think he needs the right role on the right team, right? He just needs to be put in a position to shine.
Well, I also think getting cut from a roster could be a motivating factor in a way. Like, Kenny has been a superstar and regarded and treated as a superstar for a long time. And so maybe this will be a humbling experience and you might see a little bit of that fire return. I don't know. I think it could be cool. It's just going to be very interesting to see that for him. But for now, we've got this roster to talk about. We've got these teams to talk about. PKL, delete Jazz Pimp outside. We do have the rifle in the hands of Austin. That saved AWP. Unfortunately, no one's really coming his way. He was really hoping they would. Instead, his teammates, they're dropping like flies.
thrown there. Neck is going to take down Twice. He tries to charge into Hutton. That's a nice shot. Yeah, Cobra hits the head of Safi. Gets the op upgrade, so maybe they'll try to save that op one more time. It's not going to be easy. He's getting surrounded. Yeah, he has to hit some nutty shots just to stay alive. The no-scope misses. PKL takes advantage, and Pain Gaming win their 5th round in a row.
Pain relentless here. I love it. I love the way they're playing right now. They're really allowing no opportunity. The trades are perfectly spaced. Their entries are good, and the rare opportunity that Recon 5 actually gets to hold on, Pain are just immediately punishing them again. They're not getting over-aggressive. They're not even really being very aggressive at all. They're really letting that clock run down. We've seen it again and again and again. When they take that first pick, they give him the space. Letting Recon 5 try and battle back in, and then punishing him for it. A lot of early utility here, as they do not want to take that first face out of Hut. But that means 2 Molotovs, an HE, a smoke have all been devoted to this fight already. That's no longer going to be in their hands. They're starting to run out of utility. Here's the drop. Very awkward. Somehow, Austin comes away with a kill in that exchange, and he gets a second as well from up in Mustang. All right, he's doing tons of damage, even just with the sidearm. But they have still managed to battle their way out, and they've managed to keep this in even numbers. They know Cobra's back in towards the site. He wants to go aggressive around the cooling towers, but he's going to get caught, not expecting Hard Zao to swing. Twice does trade it, though, with the AWP. I was going to say, man tries to swap to a rifle, swaps it to a different AWP. It's just guns galore on site right there. Safi right under the lip. Let's see what Twice can do. An AWP in this angle, not exactly favorable. There it is. His gun model even blocked the body of Safi, so there's nothing he could do about that. The AWP will be picked back up, and while that round does get much closer, it was still Pain's from the get-go, it felt like.
Yeah. I really love the way Pain is playing. Once they're spotting out a player, they're not giving them any room to breathe. They isolate them, close in on them, and snap them down like a shark through the water on its prey. It's really, really something else to see. Recon 5 are stuck on pistols now, 4 Deagles and the MP9. And yep.
Could get interesting. Jazzpimp right up by the smoke. I thought Safi was going to catch him. PKL's actually going to walk past this. PKL, look for this. No, he's moved past. Jazzpimp's going to get the 1 and the second as well, as they overlook his position by the red box. Nobody checking the gun retrieve. The opera dropped. What a play from Jazz. They're going to lose Twice over towards the ramp room, so now the numbers are even. But those reinforced guns might make Pain hesitate just a bit. Unfortunately, they're not in position to deal with this lower hit. They're already going to the control room. Jazzpimp, he's got the AK. Now he needs to take one too. First, the second as well. Jazzpimp having a hell of a round, making this happen. It's now just all on to Nekiz. 1v3. Jazzpimp has dismantled the rest of his team, looking for the ace as well. Toying with him. They're going to set him up to go, and Infinite will get the kill. So no ace for you, Jazzpimp, but he got just so very close to it.
This is what Jazzpimp did against Levitate in, I think, 2 or 3 rounds, just standing on his head to help his team come out with the victory, and that was definitely what a difference maker in order not only to get them to overtime, but to win the match. So Jazzpimp trying to do the same thing here. Team was kind of reeling. He needed to step up, and he did, which he's good for and has been in the past as well.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He had a much quieter season. I think it was last season.
It was last season, yeah.
Because that team in general stank. But Infinite, that's going to be a nice goal. He waited patiently on top of the hut, but it's a bloodbath both ways. And suddenly it's just down to Bigu. Gonna put down a smoke to give himself space. Both players are in towards the site, and the smoke doesn't quite cover off the bomb, so he's going to have to play around it. Cobra's going looking for it. Cobra's going to get the shot. His vision was clear. Bigu's a little bit obscured, and that is enough to secure them a 3rd round. So Recon 5, they're battling back into this, but it feels like every round that they manage to squeeze out is just a battle.
It really is. Pain Gaming still have enough in the bank thanks to that 6-round win streak to buy up 4 AKs and an op. And even if they lose this one, they'll still have enough money. So let's see what happens. Recon 5 going to have to deal with a quick push here. Did they see him go down through the vents?
No, I don't believe so. There's so much noise. He's thunderfooting it though, so they should know. But the thing is, his teammates are spamming to try and disguise this noise. Nekiz, no, they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. He's going to come up ramp. Twice is going to be done for. No way he expects this. There's the kill. He may not expect the second player to be here in the ramp room, and yeah, the molly comes out, so this actually works out pretty well for them. in that Cobra gets deleted. Safi had a chance at that duel. Cobra still sticking around, still doing damage. He's going to come off the angle. Now he's been tagged, but a Molly should allow him to get away. A Molotov in turn. This is so uncomfortable if you're Cobra. Finally, he's going to get around, and they tried to get aggressive elsewhere. Jazzpimp actually does succeed. So it's a 2v3, and this is a pretty strong position for Austin to be holding. Safi's coming looking for it, though. He wants to clear it out. There's going to be the shot. The no-scope is missed, and the kills come in. Jazzpimp polishing it off with an HE as well. Recon 5. That's a more comfortable round now. Didn't think it was going to be, but Cobra, big play from the ramp, even just to stay alive.
And they're going to run double up, Mike.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, we'll see how that works out for them. Probably going to be one in ramp room, one outer yard, swinging around to heaven.
This is not the first time. They had the secondary off on a couple rounds now, so that seems to be the plan. Ooh, what a nade! What an HE! The fast play gets dismantled. It takes one, but they're not expecting another player behind the towers. Now they know. Doesn't matter. Austin's ready for it. A massacre is what's going on here. They tried to accelerate the pace, and all they did was send themselves into the blender quickly. It's all on to Biguzera now. He's gonna eat an aid. He's being tickled down. Actually, somehow managed to dodge all of that damage.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Find one. Can you get any more here, John?
Yeah, I just managed to dodge that nade. I think it hit a corner of the staircase or something and didn't even connect on him. But Pain Gaming down to 1v3. You did allude to it. They were going for that fast-paced pace of play. It was working for them early on, but now Recon 5 have caught on, and they are shutting them down. It's a complete turnaround in this match as Recon 5 are inching ever closer to a fourth consecutive round victory and trying to tie this one up. That said, again, Recon 5 has given up quite a few rounds to their T-sided opponent already, with 6 for Pain Gaming. And there's the final frag, though, coming in for Jazzpimp, spraying down Bigu. And that will indeed give them that 5th round. Trying to tie it up now, and finally Pain Gaming are running out of money in the bank. They could still force up. It's viable. Probably better just to go for the half buy, maybe have one player on an SMG, and that might be what they're discussing with this match pause.
Whew. Sheesh. What are they going to do, investment-wise? Smoke comes out. We got a little bit of utility. We got a little bit of armor coming in. No, they're going in. They're going in. Hardzow's investing. They're risking it. They're making the maneuver happen.
Well, I mean, you do have the full loss bonus, right, Mike? So...
Yeah. If you can get a bomb plant, it's fine. And you get 4 rifles up here as well. It's actually not bad at all. Here's the thing, though. I want to see them slow it back down. And I like the timing of the pause, because it does feel like they've been getting very antsy here, John. They've been running into these hits, confident that they get overrun, and that just hasn't been the case. And then they've been getting a little shaky. When they were going for these more methodical plays, it was working for them. That HE could be well-timed. Indeed it is. Bigu takes a bit of damage. They're going to make their way down towards Secret, though. And we haven't really seen this particular play yet in the playbook. So what's the adaptation from Recon 5? They already have a player down lower? They do. Ooh, it's the op as well, of twice. Well, this could get interesting.
Yeah, but he's not really in a position. I mean, well, he can see the entire bomb site, and he's looking into observation right now, but Secret's wide open and free for the taking. Infinite is above the vents, but he's in the back vent cubby, so Pain Gaming has a lot of space to work with. They get to choose their path.
This should have been heard, though. Twice he's going to hit that first shot. So try and find Tony here. He's going to stick in the Molotov, trying to get one more. He actually might connect it. He does. Managing to find safe haven. Trade out Safi. Looking for more. The bomb needs to cross the snipe, and they need to get it. So, oh, PKL! He finds 2, does me 1 better. And now he's got control of the shutters as well. What are they going to do? How do they battle back through this? Bomb's now planted. They know he's likely up close, but he doesn't care. He's going to stick in here. The position is so strong, he doesn't care if he has to lose a little bit of health to hold it. Now they're kind of running out of utility with which to deal with him. He's got teammates to support. Infinite will hit 1. That's huge. Austin gets caught with a nade in hand, and there's the follow-up as well. PKL gives up his life to the HE, but he wins the round for his team, and that is all that matters. A 7th on the board here on the T side of Nuke.
PKL, what a round for him. Hits 15 frags, leading the server with that frag count. man, oh man, that was an excellent sequence, especially at the end. Knows his life is forfeit from that HE grenade, but he still manages to get the frag in the nick of time before going down. Pain Gaming, they slowed it down a lot there, Mike. They really went for that more methodical approach, and it paid off in spades. Here comes PKL again, opening up with the headshot. Cobra and Infinite respond back with 2, but there's Hardzao with 2 of his own. 3v2 in favor of Pain Gaming. Now they're trading blows again, going for that fast hit, so they're trying to keep Recon 5 on their toes, and I have to say, it is working.
It is. Oh, that was a huge opportunity. Opportunity missed. That shot connects. Maybe they can win this. As it is, now we're just onto twice, and he's got a FAMAS trying to come over this lip. He's mollied out. This round's over. And if he gets forced out, well, there's a player already rapping. He is done.
Jeez.
He is dead. He's just dancing, trying to avoid the bullets, knowing that that was his only opportunity. And they will make him dance.
He just pulled out his knife and started going back. Like, that was it. It was over.
He knew he was done.
Nothing he could
He's
do.
exactly. If he could get to the point where Safi had to reload, then he could have gotten down.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to do.
Well, Pain Gaming have taken this first half with 8-round victories, trying to pad that lead going to the second half of their CT side, and they could very well do so. Recon 5 are trying to go for some aggression here with those pistols into Squeaky, but Nekis spots 2 of them out.
Oh.
Get the headshot with the P250, but twice looking for Bigu, sees him. Back and forth around that big box.
Jasmine was trying to get a knife. Oh, he just made a noise. They shouldn't drop down. He's going to be the swing. Bigu might get caught. He does indeed. That could be the bomb. No, it's actually back out. Way back towards spawn. So never mind. And now it is just this one man. Just Infinite. He has a rifle. He has 2 kills already to his name. What can he do here? Having a quieter game this time. 7 and 11 now. 5 kills before this round. But we know this is a man who can pop off. The stand-in can be a stand-out. In the corniest cliche in my arsenal. But here comes the creep from Infinite. See if he can find PKL. That's the first position to deal with. And honestly, at this point, this should just be a save. He doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have a chance. He doesn't have a dream. He spotted Hardzao. And now he's going to come fighting that, but PKL's looking for him. He even had the awareness to clear that, not to zero in on the player in front of him, but to realize there might be more, and even then, PKL's still ready.
Yeah, PKL's on point right now, 18 and 9. That's a tough engagement to take, but like you said, great awareness from Infinite to even think to look and clear that corner. That said, Pain Gaming 9, Recon 5 only 5, and Pain Gaming going and getting double digits on their T side of Nuke. Ooh, that just spells trouble for Recon 5. Way more than was the case against Levitate when they got 8 rounds against them.
I always love this spot from Cobra. It just doesn't happen very often. They smoke for it, so it happens a little bit more frequently when you do that. But you're hoping that they think you missed through the smoke. I don't think Painter not going to figure it. It's a bit of a one-way. As the smoke dissipates, he's got to get off the roof. You're
really exposed there, so you have like a moment right at the beginning of the round to try and make something happen, but if it doesn't, then yeah.
You got to back right off it. And they don't have an op to duel. They do have a couple augs, but obviously with a player like Safi on the other side, you don't want to take that fight if you don't have to. So you can see they're playing so passive towards outside. You just got to jump peek in Cobra, and then he's going to fade back in towards inner. They do not want to take a fight at those long distances. It's just too much potential for it to be punishing. Meanwhile, based on the fact that there's 2 players all the way back in spawn, they are setting up smokes to be thrown, and they might just take outside. No, the bomb's moving towards inner. It's a fake. It's a fake. There's no one to get vision on this, though, so they won't know it's a fake. I wonder if a response comes through here from Recon 5. They're not moving just yet. There's a player down lower, so it is going to be twice who's responsible with dealing with that. Jazz Pimp close up by the squeaky door. This door opens in his face. This could be huge. Right on the other side, his neck is waiting for him. And they've creeped PKL back in towards the mini hut. There's one. Infinite gets a trade. He's out in the open, though. He's going to be done. But Austin up in the rafters, still doing damage. He's finding it. He's making it work, and it's all on to Safi. Gonna get the bomb planted. Has a deagle. Last round, though. The plant just gives him more time. And fortunately for him, no one wrapped into hut because he would have been a dead. There's the spot. The quick scope not going to work. Twice takes him out of there. And Recon 5 will at least recover back into a 9-6. But this is still a phenomenal first half for Pain.
Absolutely. They have nothing to be ashamed of going into the second half against Recon 5. 9-6. As soon as they decide to defuse this bomb, then a little bit of fun at the end of it for Recon 5. But there it is. So, I mean, it's a very similar situation as to what it was against Levitate. As I mentioned earlier, Recon 5 need to bounce back on their T side.
That they do. That they do. Now, it is interesting. Obviously, a big part of what Pain Gaming were doing effectively in the first half. That is a bit trickier to do on the CT side. I'm curious to see if we see some of the aggression that we had from Levitate come in through here. We saw Hate getting aggressive outside all the time. Curious if Pain might deploy a similar mentality, or if they're going to be more patient in their play. We can assume they're going to want to get the op up into Safi's hands early and often. See if they can start with a pistol here, John.
Indeed we will. Pain, just sticking with the default P2000 and 4 USPSs over on Recon 5. The locks across the board, they want that utility, and it's not going to help them too much. PKL takes the head clean off of Infinite, then Big does the same to Twice. No bomb planted yet. There it goes. So at least a bomb plant for Recon 5. Can they hang on to the side is the question. Austin and Cobra combined for 3. It's now up to Nekiz and PKL. Nekiz does get one over on Austin to make it a 2v2. But man, this round has had 2 very big swings.
PKL low. One tap away from death. They both are. Jazzpimp has the time to flirt with as well. One shot. All that it's going to take anywhere on the body. PKL needs the headshot in kind. So he's playing the headshot angle. But Jazzpimp has the clock to play with as an ally as well. And that's going to be it. I think even if that decoy had bloomed upon him, that would have been a kill as well. So he had to make his maneuver. Whew. Okay. Okay, Recon 5. That's a way to close the gap early. But we remember from the first half, they lost the subsequent force. Are we going to see another force come in? No. Pain will resist the temptation.
Yeah, that's the right idea, though. Don't really have any loss bonus to back off on, or fall back on, I should say. So, Recon 5. Oh my goodness! Jazzpimp goes down in a heap right at the beginning of the round. The shame for Pain is that they can't pick up the rifle, as Twice is going to retrieve that, and it's all the way over T-spawn, but still, that's a heck of a start.
Pigu's in the vents, hoping someone's going to go for a vent drop, and he can get a little cheeky knife. Little cheeky knife. See what's going to happen. Player on top of the hut. They are retaking outside control, and I don't mind that, right? Because you think they're probably going to fall off it. Anything to have. Neck is way back here. Because obviously with the pistols, you can't really long-term duel. A little bit of noise in vent means that obviously this position's not... Just read the name on Pigu's snipe. We won't talk about that one. I'll tell you about it when we're off air.
Okay.
I'm just gonna recompose myself here, and we'll see if they can recompose themselves to get back through. A kill comes in, evens up the numbers. Safi is down. Bomb can be retrieved. 35 seconds though. This starts to get a little bit worrying. If they come into the site that happens to be stacked with 35 seconds on the clock, that planter gets dropped. Suddenly, you're facing down the barrel of a defeat. Infinite's already gotten out the squeaky door, though, and that might prompt him in, but there's 3 players here. And 1 down below who could come up the vent quick. Here comes the maneuver. Here comes the hit. Here they go. There's the shot. Infinite gets 1. He's not going to get the second. PKL actually does manage to come away with a P250 kill, and the bodies are dropping. Here's what I'm talking about on time, but no, Cobra just about finishes it off. 6 seconds to spare. If Cobra catches 1 more bullet there, I don't know that they win that round purely on time.
Oh man, that was so close. And Pain didn't invest much at all into that round and got 3 frags for it. That really hurts for Recon 5. When they get the round victory, look at their money. It is shot, even still. So, Pain Gaming, a chance to put the herd on. Recon 5, they absolutely need this round victory in order to tie things up and bring themselves, or get themselves a chance to get back into this match. Cobra is going to walk out here with the AK, sees the spam coming through the smoke, the wall of smoke that they've set up for themselves, but it's not going to deter him. He goes all the way down through Seeker, drops the bomb for his teammate to pick up behind him as he's going to go for these entries.
Here. They're taking the space. There is a player set up to receive them, and actually a second moving into position in Hadzao. So PKL, who has been so good, should be on the angle. Hardzao wants to get in towards the vent. Hardzao taking the fight, really getting aggressive with it. Surprised he's not playing back off of his teammate, but he has pushed them back up secret. They're headed towards the outside yard, so he's done his duty. He's done his job. And they should realize that in a second when Safi comes through. The flashbang doesn't really work. That's the bomb. One kill, not the second. Two would have been fantastic, but Hardzao bringing one back might just make it easier. So they got a man advantage now, and from hell, Bigu strikes. Bomb will be picked up, but it's a 2v4 now, and they've got no real positioning. They can get into a heaven. That's going to be a fight. They look to ascend. Jazz Pimp will take one soul out with him. They fake the play up into heaven, which will hold players here in towards A. But there's one down lower, one down lower. Yep. He's not really in position to fight this, so this should be well held. I think this is going to be a bomb play. 20 seconds, though, John. I don't know. I'm getting very nervous. The smoke's going to have to go down. They're going to have to go for the defense. That first shot might just end it. 15 seconds. You got to go now. And it's all on to Austin. He knows one player's there. Now he's been spotted, so they confirm it. Everybody's going to be here. The cavalry on its way. He just needs to punch in the numbers and pray they don't swing him in time.
Oh, he just gets it down.
He does. But they can't win the round.
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, honestly, it's great news for Recon 5 to at least get that bomb plant, but it still won't be enough for them to buy up in this round. It won't be a double save, they'll just be a light pistol buy up, and then they'll be able to get those rifles right back in their hands in the following round. But Pain Gaming, hold them off, don't let Recon 5 tie things up, and they get into double digits. Looking at their buy up here, well, they're going to have two AK saved up from a previous round, and 3 M4 forced round on that buy, pretty much full utility as well. So they're sitting pretty. It's up to Recon 5 to try and put a dent in that armor with this pistol buy up, and PKL kicks it off again with an AK spray down through the smoke. Bigu gets infinite, and it's 5 in favor of Pain. Yep.
Cobra gonna go racing down because he has to. He has to, but he is going to get caught by Safi. Now is this phase twice should be the next victim, and yeah, it's a clean round for Pain. The vent drop did not play out. The smoke didn't totally cover their path out, and as they tried to sneak their way down, they just all got eliminated. So Pain now have a 3-round lead. They've got a burgeoning economy as well. They don't have the ops out, but they will be able to purchase them in whatever next round should they lose some bodies. So for this one, it should be rifle on rifles. Limited utility for Recon 5, but otherwise a decent buy. There's one Galil in play, I think, for Jazz. That's it. Look at this aggression outside. Okay, Nekis has already taken position. There's one player on the other side, and he knows that he's here. Twice has gotten into secret, though. I think wanted to fake the drop and then just hang out here. See if someone comes hunting for him. It's kind of a weird charade. They've switched places. Realize where the other's gone.
Oh, very nice entry. Cobra gets the 2K. No, not really. 5v3 in favor of Recon 5. PKL, Nekis, and Hardzao still standing, but they're not even close to being on this A site. Hardzao is going to try and get into heaven, but I think they need to hold the outer yard with PKL, which they do, and PKL finds one. But in the meantime, Nekis goes down. You look at your economy, it's not too shabby. You can try pushing in a little bit, but it's not worth it, Mike.
No.
They're going to save these.
2v4, it's just not viable. Might as well keep the money going longer. And you do see there's two players who are a little bit lower. Hardzao's really the only one. They're certainly going to be able to comfortably buy in the next one, but the loss bonus will be minimal. So this way you can get a very comfortable buy. You can get full utility on everybody, I think. Maybe Bigu will get a gun dropped over to him. But yeah, this way they should be good. They should be ready to roll. So it's a good save to call. We didn't see many of these in the last game. We saw a lot of sort of 50-50 situations forced into trying to make the hero play. This is a more conservative call, and I like it for Pain.
Yeah, very much so. It gives them a great buy up into this round. We saw PKL with 5K who can support his teammates with some SMGs next round if he needs to, and Hardzao 2.2 who can buy up for himself. So, you know, good decision in the long run, especially. Recon 5 do pick up a 9th round with that previous round victory, and they cut the gap to 2. They're going to try and continue here, but Twice eats a nade and goes down to 47 early on. You see Austin waiting in lobby, thinking that someone from Pain is going to push up through hut, and it's not a bad thought because, of course, Pain has been so aggressive throughout this entire match, but looks like they want to be a little more patient this time around.
spot. There's a molly in response. Hardzao prevent himself from getting run down. But yeah, time starting a little down. Still a minute on the clock. Lots to work with. And you can see they are working twice outside. He's trying to take this space. No one's giving him anything, though. Just being held back in the lockers. The ops in transition. But twice, he didn't find the gap to move through. Meanwhile, they haven't really gained any ground. Looks like Jazzpimp's going to go for a peek into its hut. Maybe he does get it, actually. Is the trade there? It is indeed for Nekiz. Gets down as well. There's still 2 players on this site. Meanwhile, PKL takes one outside. The op is here. That's going to be ferocious. PKL continuing to do damage, and it's all on the 2. Austin and Cobra. But Austin, what a frag to find, and now Cobra's in towards the hut. It's going to be left to Hardzao, and Hardzao takes the first. Looking for the collection. A 1v2. Even a little tag damage onto Austin through the shutter. But Austin gets back into the hut, and this is the position he plays when their roles are reversed. He loves to play this. Hardzao's going to fake that he's coming out of hut. That's enough to draw Austin's focus. Now he comes back around, but there's the headshot from Hardzao. Nicely done. A defuse can be gained, and that is going to be a 12th round for Pain Gaming.
That's a masterful fake there by Hardzao, throwing the flashbang, baiting Austin into looking around the other side of hut, and then it was a free and clear shot to his dome on the other end. 12-9 in favor of Pain. And you look at PKL, man, as he popped off or what, Mike? He's almost doubled up on the second place players, Nekiz and Bigu, at 15 with 28 frags on the board. That is nuts. Well, match going to be paused here. Maybe Recon 5 want to talk things over. They will have enough to buy out pretty comfortably, so they're going to get those AKs on the board. Question is, they want to run an op. Jasmine can buy one.
It's also a critical juncture for them. This is where, look, Pain's economy is brittle. If you can break them here, you can tie up the scoreline before you know it. You let them get away with this round, and you get them, especially if you let them get away with this round comfortably, all of a sudden you're staring at playing for overtime. That's the reality of the situation. So this is a swing. This is a critical juncture, folks. This is kind of It won't be the end of the world. The T-side economy is very elastic. You get bomb plants, you can make a lot keep happening, but this is a chance to deliver not even a knockout blow, an equalizing blow, if you will. And they would very much like to take it. Twice is reading labels here on the red box.
Is he?
Radioactive isotopes. Looked like it for a moment. Analyzing it. They got a player down secret already, and he's going to come back to clear out. That was a vent drop. Vent drop for Infinite. Nobody's here. Path is clear, boys. If you want to come on in, water is nice.
Cobra along with Twice working the outer guard. PKL has been such a threat. 2 Recon 5 is waiting there. They're spamming through. They're trying to make sure no one has the edge of them in mini. And that forces PKL out for a little bit, but he's still hanging around.
The bomb's going to be found. Bigu's going all the way around. No. He's going to find the bomb. What the hell? And there's a player on the other side of him. Does he realize that this is the footsteps? They're coming back to retrieve it. He's going to be in spawn. Austin, there's the spot. He's seen it. They're aware of each other, but this is the bomb controlled, and now they've got lobby. They knew it was just Austin. This is disaster. Recon 5 is going to have to fight back for control of their own dang bomb, and they're surrounded. There is no control for them. Safi hits a nice shot. He should get more as well. They can't even get a player on the roof. Safi taking more. No prisoners, no mercy here. What are you even going to do? Yeah, you've got sight. You've got ramp control. They don't care. Why would they? There is nothing you can do with that. It's all on Cobra.
It was such a great spot, though, to get that bomb. And then you saw Twice as Cobra is going to try and get a frag here. He does, but he can't get back to the bomb. There's no time left. But the fact of the matter is, once you spot out that bomb, and then you're dealing with Twice, who does see that there's a player that's gotten on the flank, the rest of the team's already pushing it through hut, Mike. And they come on the flank, and Twice has no room to maneuver.
It's perfect. You pinch on Austin there. That's just magnificent. Really nicely done.
Pain Gaming is putting on a bit of a clinic. 13-9 in their favor, and Recon 5 is now going to be stuck on pistols. You have Cobra, who bought up the AK, I believe.
They bought into this. Twice, I think, dropped it over his Hero AK, if I had guessed.
Yeah, okay.
Austin
I thought he saved it, but no, he went down, right? Yeah.
No, you're right. He did save it. I'm an idiot.
Okay, cool.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb. My brain just forgot what had happened 15 seconds ago. You're absolutely correct. Migu gets a kill. Bodies are dropping. Down to 3. They don't have a lot of control. They at least still have the bomb in their favor, and they do still have Cobra up. Never mind. Cobra's gone. It's been vaporized. Just a whiff of smoke. And I think the rest are going to follow him. Going for a bit of a PKP. Doesn't really work out. PKL, a little bit too snappy for them. All into Jazz Pimp now, and this would be a 1v5 ace clutch for the Century. He's got a minute. The one thing he has working for him is time, John, but Nekis is zeroed in on this position. Never mind, he's actually playing more conservatively. He wants to play. There's the trade, and yeah, it works out.
That's the right play. You know, wait for Safi to see if anyone comes out from secret. He does, misses his shot, but that insta trade was just very well timed. Pain Gaming starting to pull away. 5-round lead, 14-9 in their favor. Got the economy, they've got the guns, everything going their way. Recon 5, it's a bit of a strange 5 for them. Again, 2 AKs, make that 3 AKs, a Galil and a Deagle, but their utility isn't too great. They do have the smokes to work with, but no Molotovs.
Spam's tapping away. Infinite does bear the brunt of the damage. He's quite limited as that spam for squeaky door did make him hurt. They look like they want to test Safi. I don't know that I'd want to do that in their shoes. Safi takes the first. He gets away. Another angle for a shot. And Hardzao, meanwhile, has killed 2 elsewhere. Safi chimes in again, and it's all over. That's map point now. One more round of the next 6. All they need. And they've got this one in the tank, and they move on.
Oh man, Pain Gaming has definitely impressed.
Yes, they have.
Over the past month or so, and geez, they continue to do so here. Yeah, 31 frags for PKL. But it's not just about him, of course. The entire team has played excellent. Here come Recon 5.
Bad play. I mean, look, you got limited weaponry. You got to go for something to offset that deficit, and they're going to try. They are certainly going to try. That nade could be chonky. It is. Jazz Pimp down to 5. Infinite gets to go back to the scout. Now they've got ramp room open as Safi did go down, but there's still a player in hell.
They're chipping away at the health though, Mike.
Oh, that shot from Infinite could have been dangerous. You're right. Look at these players. They're limping on. Together, they might be Voltron, John, but each one individually is very weak. Let's see if they can find some armor and make their way through this. A bomb plant, at least, likely going to be secured, although the door opens up. It does. Austin baited it. Good kill to find. Wow. Huge kill to find. Infinite, I think, the next most important piece here. They're steering back in. Infinite going to get one. The door swings open. Beautifully done. And now, Nekis is just going to save. 1v4. What? The players may not have any health, but they've won the round.
That is not easy to do in that situation. Oh my goodness. Every shot has to be perfect, and it was. Recon 5 did not miss a beat, and Nekis, indeed, is just going to have to save this AK. I thought it was over, Mike. Honestly, after all that nade damage and the amount of health that Infinite went down to from the shots that were coming in from Nekis, I believe it was. And Nekis does get that frag over on twice. Yeah, going to get the round in. Nekis can't even save the AK. Okay.
He was looking to do damage. They've, I think they've got plenty of money over on the Pain side. No, they don't actually. Safi is limited. Safi's already bought it off. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, they've got plenty of money over on the Pain side. He just wanted to see if he could take another gun out of the hands of Recon 5, because you could see their money's going to be fully invested again. Basically, Austin has to get to score. A little bit left over. But let's see. 5 more for Recon 5. 8 out. Jazz Pimp is tagged by it. He's not going to get caught by the first player, and Cobra actually brings that back. PKL punished for his aggression. Already down onto the cement.
.5v4 here for Recon 5. Going down. It's the top fragger for Pain Gaming. Hitting the dirt. Bigu waiting at the A site as Recon 5 are slowly gaining ground and map control towards outer yard. Bigu gonna toss a nade into lobby. No one really there on the receiving end. As Recon 5 are taking their time, throwing some utility into the A site. That's a flashbang coming in from Cobra from the T roof. But they're just trying to get into the head of Pain Gaming at this point. Safi waits patiently over at Secret for any potential targets. But Recon 5 looks like they're shuffling their way around towards this A site.
Oh, both AWPers missing their shots. But that means that Safi's not going to be able to go for this backstab play that he was hoping for. They have taken control in towards Hell, but you can tell it's being looked for. Hardzao very aware that he could be threatened here in a moment. And actually, they're going to make their way in towards site. Safi's making a ton of excuses. They're going to punish him. He didn't expect this. Should have been aware of the possibility, but didn't seem to be. That might just be the little bit of change in fortune that Recon needed this round. Another player gets caught. Neck is getting aggressive in the lobby, but Infinite's been waiting, and he takes 2. So now it's all on Hardzao, and in a 1v5, he's got to try and save this. Suddenly, so much momentum is coming from Recon 5. We saw them do this last map, John. Yeah. They pulled back to overtime. It's feeling possible again.
Honestly, I cannot believe that Recon 5 is able to do this again. They love having their backs against the wall, Mike. I don't know what it is, but when they end up against, well, both Levitate and Pain Gaming, when they had 15 rounds, they're able to manage to make some magic happen. And again here, Pain Gaming only have pistols and a Swag 7 to work with. Recon 5, this is a huge chance for them.
Cobra. Quite gonna get the kill there. There is a Mag 7 out, which I personally love. PKL is dead, and now the crunch is coming in towards A, so I don't think that Mag 7 is gonna get a chance. He's the last player on site. Might be able to connect one, and he does. It seems like they just couldn't figure out where he was, but that's the only casualty. So Recon 5 steamrolling through these last few rounds now. Another investment should come through here from Pain, but it won't be ideal. Well, they are going to get the AWP out. It's going to be Glass Cannon on Hardzao instead of Safi. He was the only player who could afford it, presumably. 4 rounds. Recon 5, if they get through this one, they're realistically playing for OT.
Hardzao with the spots out Cobra and connects on the shot. That's the start Pain Gaming we're hoping for here. 5v4 in their favor, but Recon 5 are so resilient. I don't think that's going to keep them down for very long. Infinite kind of looking around, hoping to find something, and he does. Bigu goes down. There it is, evened out at a 4v4. He continues spraying through that smoke, hoping to connect on something, but he just wants to make some noise and distract Pain Gaming, attract their attention towards this spot, maybe so Recon 5 can work around, but instead, no one's there for Pain. They do re-smoke Squeaky, so Recon 5's going to have to stall a little bit. But maybe they'll throw a flash and try to push through that smoke. I don't think that's the right plan, though, Mike. They're going to be patient. All right. Nekis waiting in the cubby, gets mollied out. Excellent molly thrown by Infinite, twice follows up, then Infinite wide swings to the site to get PKL. That leaves only Safe and Hardzao, and Safe goes down. Hardzao, the last one standing, and they've done it, Mike. They've gotten another round victory, even though Hardzao gets the fadeaway op shot. He's gonna save. Oh my goodness.
They're gonna chase, though. Why not?
Yeah, they have to. And it hurts so bad if Pain loses this, right?
It's huge. It's huge if it's out. He's the Glass Cannon. If he's out, they've got nothing really to fight you in the next round, so they are going to chase him down, and you don't care if you lose your guns. Austin going forward. Austin dodges that op shot. Well done. The flash doesn't catch him. But can Austin get this punish? I think his drop down was heard. He shouldn't be able to. Frank, but the flash is good. All the way from downtown.
Wow.
I wasn't sure they had one more in the chamber, but they do. And now, 2 rounds away. And an eco has to come in for Pain.
That was unreal for Recon 5. Just the poise to stay in that round after losing the first one early. Infinite poked around, found the frag, continued to put the pressure on. Then they were patient, didn't try to force anything, waited to get their execute going, and everything was aces after that. Pain Gaming, they do have 4 CZs and a Deagle. This could be scary, especially if Recon 5 walk onto that A site. Those 2 CZs right next to Hut. Oh boy, let's see what happens. Twice, going to get PKL with the AK spray down, so that's the start they wanted. But here comes the push in towards lobby. Nekis gets one, and Austin calms things down. Not enough, though. Safe comes and gets Austin. And yeah, 3v2. Pain, a chance, though.
Lobby crunch, a classic. Classic eco rent strat. Pressure in with the pistols. Every direction they look, you pop up from another. Problem is, Jazz Pimp already has control out towards A, which is a lot to work with. They're playing this slow, as they should. Take your time. Don't worry about it too much. There's presence towards lower. It's really going to be Safi with this AK to see what he can do. Cobra. Back turned. Not looking in the right direction. That drops the bomb. Suddenly, this is very dangerous. Player's down on site twice, is not looking the right direction. Around the smoke, he's going to get caught, not realizing the player had wrapped. It's all onto Jazz Pimp. It's all falling apart, and
no.
Safi has done it. Safi has secured the game. They came into it with just pistols, but they exit with a victory, 16-13. My goodness.
No way.